Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the Cardano family. Appreciate all the love. Let's get right in today's daily analysis update that you guys always show amazing support for, and we're going to really understand what's really happening with ADA's price right now and what we could be expecting as we are going into Monday. So as far as the broader market is concerned, as of today, you're seeing a few coins that are down a little bit, but over the last 1 hour the broader market is picking up. So so far so good, not bad at all. Again, a continuous reminder, because I know a lot of people continue to forget about this, but we want to be looking at what has been happening since the start of October. Today was a little bit of a slower day. Some coins actually still holding up quite well, but still not a bad weekend at all for crypto. We saw Bitcoin reaching a new all-time high, so it's been amazing. Price of Cardano 84 cents right now, down 1.3% in US. I'm sorry, 0.1% in USD only, and about 1.3% in Bitcoin compared, because of course dominance is picking up, and I will show you guys what I mean by that. Valuation 30.7 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume of 1.7 billion dollars right now as of recording this update. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So we want to first and foremost talk about the dominance. So you can really see dominance is showing a lot of strength right now. And again, this is not a good sign for altcoins specifically, but it is what it is, because Bitcoin has a lot of momentum on its side right now. We're in a weekend, but when Bitcoin is reaching all-time highs after all-time highs, you do tend to see the dominance start to show strength. And you can literally see, from October 3rd, we went from 58.6% all the way up to 59.32%, so almost approaching a 1% increase for the dominance itself, something we haven't seen since August 22nd. And if you're looking at Bitcoin, though, Bitcoin again is looking amazing. It's still holding very close towards its all-time high. We're still above the key support line at $123. We actually did retest $124,000 just a few hours back. And again, why did we get stopped out of there? Because that was our all-time high back on August 14th. But I'm anticipating Bitcoin to break an all-time high in the next coming hours based off of what we're really looking at. So due to Bitcoin kind of, still seeing retracements, as you can see, that is causing the dominance to, pick up a little bit more, which is causing altcoins to see a little bit of a lag. But remember, if Bitcoin pushes back towards its all-time highs, even if dominance were to go up in USD comparatives, we will still see altcoins following. Yes, we're not going to really see altcoins, seeing that crazy price action that we want to see until dominance cools off. It's simple as that, in my opinion. But right now, Bitcoin has momentum on its side. That's something we want to keep in mind. But if you're looking at ADA right now, price of Cardano, okay, actually, let's take a look at it. So Cardano's price from where we currently are to where the excitement lies, we are about 55.5% away. And I want you guys to, take what happened in November as an example. So November 2nd, we went from 32 cents all the way up to $1.28 in just a matter of a few weeks. That was a 300% increase. Reason why I'm showing you guys this right now is because I know people are talking about how the price is kind of slow. The price is not picking up. The price is not retesting our late last year's, levels. But look how fast things moved. It literally took just a week or week and a half for the price to skyrocket the way it did, and I think the next wave will be something very similar. I am very optimistic on that. Reason why? Because Bitcoin reached an all-time high and dominance still not showing any signs of weakness. You want to see the dominance, hovering back down to the likes of September 13 levels or even below it. That's where I think, altcoins are really going to rip, in my opinion. So again, breaking above the dollar price point time and time out, we've discussed that level, very important. Breaking above here would be a big confirmation for us to get back into the 61.8 and start heading to levels we haven't seen since the last bull market, which I still think is inevitable, in my opinion. But let's take a look at ADA's price on the hourly time frame. But again, remember, you want to have your exit strategies in place, because I think we're getting closer to the end of the bull market rather than the start. I've said that from the beginning. I think this is the next wave. The setup that we're in right now is going to be the last wave, in my honest opinion. And I do believe that we could still end up reaching all-time highs based off of the capital inflows that we're seeing right now. I think, when the allocation goes from Bitcoin into alts, I think that can still end up happening. But again, that's my own personal opinion. Only time is going to tell as to what happens. If you're looking at the hourly time frame though right now for ADA is having a battle with this 85.5 cents mark. Again, now you guys should really understand why this is such an important level that I talk to you guys about constantly. We've retested above that key range 1, 2, 3, 4 different times, and all those 4 different times we haven't really managed to do a close above there, which means you actually start to consolidate above that and not break below it, because if we break below it, everything gets invalidated, the breakout itself gets invalidated. But as of now, we haven't really seen a breakout close and then consolidate. But I think that is something we want to be paying attention to. You want to see that close, which I think can happen in the next few hours to come, specifically if Bitcoin is able to push towards the upside. That's only a move. Again, it's only a move of about 2.3%. So not a big move, but we're seeing a little bit of sideways action for ADA over the course of the last few days. But so far, so good. Still, you want to be remaining above that key resistance, as I've stated. But keep an eye out on Bitcoin tomorrow. Obviously, start of a new week. We'll see what happens. I'm thinking, we're going to have an exciting week based off of what Bitcoin has been able to do over this past, weekend. Well, this weekend, like it was yesterday though, when we reached an all-time high, and I think another all-time high is going to happen for Bitcoin. But also one thing I need you guys to keep in mind is we haven't really priced ourselves in for the new FOMC meeting coming up at the end of this month. And I do believe a market is going to heat up leading up to that, and maybe we do see a cool off a day or two before the FOMC meeting and shortly after that as well. But I'm still anticipating some excitement for altcoins. Again, if you want to get a continuous reminder, because I know some people have already forgotten, from September 25th, ADA did go up about 20, almost 18%. Which is, of course, better than zero, right? It's better than zero. So I like what I'm seeing here so far. We're going to take it one step at a time. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. What are your overall strategies for ADA? Are you in for the long haul? Because, again, I know there's a lot of Cardano holders that have been accumulating for years and years and are just compounding, their overall rewards that they get from staking. And that's a huge component as well, supply and demand. Remember, when the demand really kicks in and supply for ADA is quite low, believe it or not, then the price can appreciate much quicker than you think, especially when the time is there, especially when it's like heated. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Love you all. See you later. Been Crypto ZX. Peace.